Hey, it's Jake, and I feel like we should talk about some stuff. First of all, I'm back. It's been over 2 years since my last tutorial here on YouTube, but I'm back with a brand new series called The Effects of After Effects, which I'm sure that you've seen. These videos are gonna be posted every single day, and I'm going to cover every single effect inside of After Effects. Some of the videos cover more than one effect, as I'm sure you've probably seen, so I don't know exactly how many videos there will be, but I guarantee there will be over 100 days of daily videos. There's just so many effects in After Effects. Now, my goal with these videos is to show you how the effect works, what the controls do, so that you can have a better idea of how you might use them in your workflow. A lot of comments have come up asking for more practical examples of how you can use the effects to actually do things, and the reality is that would just take way too much time. Like I said, there's gonna be over 100 videos. I've created over 2.5 hours of content already with just 40 of these videos, so practically I just can't include examples for each and every one. But for the ones that I do have ideas for that I can quickly put together, I will absolutely include examples of how to use the effects. But my hope is that once you've watched the video, you can then start to think about how you might use the effects yourself. But that's part of the fun of After Effects, using the effects in unique and interesting ways to come up with really interesting results. So don't depend too much on me or even other people. There are lots of tutorials that show you how to use these effects, but you should get in there, get your hands dirty, and see if you can come up with some unique and interesting ways to use them. One of the most frequent comments that I'm getting on this series is if I would make a tutorial on how I animated the title sequence, which I absolutely will. Yes, that is a tutorial that is coming, which reminds me, I'm going to be putting more regular tutorials up on YouTube as well, and that's in addition to the daily Effects of After Effects series. So on those days, you'll get 2 videos, just a little bonus. And those tutorials will be less frequent, but I do hope to post as many as I can. I'm still creating content for Skillshare. That's where my longer form content goes, where you have an actual class project, and you're getting a lot longer form content and education from me. But for the stuff that doesn't really fit on Skillshare, that doesn't really have a class project or might be a lot shorter, that's gonna live here on YouTube, and that's why I started my channel in the first place anyway. It's kind of the catch-all for the stuff that I still wanna share, but doesn't really fit well on Skillshare. Now today alone, not only have I uploaded a new Effects of After Effects video, but I have replaced 2 past Effects of After Effects videos that needed revising, because viewers have left comments either telling me that I left something out or teaching me something I didn't know about the effect that you could do that I think is worth sharing with everyone. So when I get those comments that make me realize, oh, I should have added this in, or I didn't realize you could do that with that effect, I'm gonna take the video down, I'm gonna revise it, and I'm gonna re-upload it. Again, not replacing the daily new Effects of After Effects video, just in addition to it. So I really wanna encourage you to leave comments if you see something that I'm doing that you might do differently, or if there's something I left out, or something that you know of that I don't. I would love to learn and be able to share that with everyone in a revised version, and I will absolutely call you out when I make a revision. And by the way, I read each and every comment on these videos. I truly do. I love seeing all the positive feedback. I love seeing how excited everyone seems to be about this series. That really makes me happy to see that people are actually enjoying the content, that you're learning from it. I love making these videos. Being able to set aside the time has been my problem in the past, but I'm really dedicated to making this entire series and hopefully making YouTube a much bigger part of my regular work routine. Now, obviously I have to justify that time somehow. I do have to make a living, and Skillshare is a huge part of that, but I would love to make YouTube a big part of that as well. So that's why I started a Patreon, and if you're interested in supporting more tutorials like this and the Effects of After Effects series as well, then I would strongly encourage you to go check out my Patreon and ask that you might consider becoming a patron. There have already been a few of you who have. I want to say a huge thank you to you guys, especially because I don't have anything to really give you back in return yet. I haven't spent much time thinking about what I want the rewards to be. I do plan on making rewards, but currently there's just a 1-tier level of $1 a month. Think of it like a tip jar, just as a thank you for making these videos. And let me know if you have ideas for things that you would like to see as rewards on my Patreon. Whether it's live streams, project files, critiques, Q&As, I'm up for hearing any of your suggestions. But my entire goal with this Effects of After Effects series is basically creating the After Effects user guide, but in a visual form. I want to give you a very clear visual example of how all of the effects work. Some of these effects I've never touched, and I'm going to the After Effects user guide, reading what the effect does and how to use it, and learning before I actually record the video and upload it to YouTube. Which, by the way, if you don't know about that user guide, look it up. Just search After Effects effects list, and you'll be able to see Adobe's very thorough description of every single effect. And there's nothing stopping you from reading ahead. You don't have to wait for the videos from me. But my hope is that when somebody searches After Effects effect name here, my videos will come up and that they'll be a real valuable resource for everyone who's trying to learn how the effects inside of After Effects work. That's all for this video. I just wanted to clear up some of those things. Thank you so much for your support again. Thank you for all the comments. Keep on commenting. I love reading them, and I'll see you tomorrow.